Welcome. The dark have risen to this glorious day. Welcome. I am actually the Dark Ambient Chronicler, William Prouty, and I am ready for this. But first, Dark Chronicle news. Um, First and foremost, first and foremost, it's about my channel. I'm at 709 views now. So let's do the kill count wheel. The What is the kill count wheel? The kill count wheel is where I spin the wheel and see which kill count. If it the kill count will land on a kill count that I choose, and it's it's alive. Wait, is it? What? Hold on. Oh, oh my! What the? Oh my! It's alive. It's alive again, and it's alive. Three Island of the Alive. Guys, hold on. I'm not trying to figure out what the a couple that those if it's a child turn out to be a vicious mutant. The film cast also vicious mutant. Oh, fuck me. I guess I will. I I put it on the list, so I'm gonna do it. From It's Alive 3, It's Alive 2, and the reboot. Yeah, there's a 2008 reboot before the director dies. This is the post-apocalyptic horror film from 2002 by Danny Boyle and Garland, Alex Garland. 28 days later, but it spawned two sequels. One coming up this year, 28 years later, and 28 weeks later, 28 days later. This is about Silent Murphy, who actually stars in this, who woke up from a coma, a bike, because he a bike carrier that woke up from a coma, and discovered that a accidental release from a monkey of a highly contagious, aggressive virus has caused a breakdown of society. Honestly, this virus is called the rage virus, and honestly, this is Madden. This is created by George A. Romero. Is actually inspired by Night of the Living Dead. Everybody know the king of zombie films and John Wilhelm. And the film crew actually closed London temporarily and closed the streets so they could actually make it deserted. And John Murphy composed the contract. Oh, and should I say it grows at 8.7 million worldwide at 8 million in budget. But to tell you the truth, Boyle's direction and cast performance, honestly, the Garland screenplay atmosphere, honestly, Boyle is not considered it as a zombie film in the first place. He wasn't going to consider it a zombie film, but it elevated of the zombie genre and influenced the decade after release. And after running infected and driven drama and release, it featured the best of the film maintained following the particular amid of the COVID-19 pandemic in the 2020. And this is actually a good and the sequel 28 weeks later, Aftermath, the graphic novel, and 28 days later for the freaking comic book. But before I get to it, let me get into Murphy. Murphy actually did 28 days later, but he did villainous roles in the crying. He directed the Crying Game thriller, but his favorite film roles, The Watcher Detective, and The Water, a short film. But Peacock also a psychological thriller for Peacocks. They also did Insection, Tron Legacy, and the Dracus, Peaky Blinders, and Oppenheimer. Naomi Harris. Naomi Harris is 20 days later, but she also in Pirates of the Caribbean and the end to and Spectre from Jane Bond, but she also in Venom, Time, No Time to Die, and Swan Song. Brendan Gleeson, who actually in Potter and the Deathly Hollows, Part 1, The Smurfs, Patton, and Joker Foley the Fox, The Girl and the Greyhound, and The Tragedy in Macbeth. Megan Burns, Frank's daughter, which she actually only she haven't played a role in a long time. Christopher Ellickson, who actually played in in G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra, Amelia, Song for Myron, Dead in the Week, and Hands Touch. Noah Huntley is actually in Megado, Dakota 2. 20 Days Later, Dracula Untold, Monsieur Ray, Milgram, and Paul the Apostle of Christ. Snow White and the Huntsman. Your Highness, Dark Floors. A English speaking Finnish. And finally, before I actually lose my mind, Stuart McGuire, who actually is in Dark Fate, termination of Terminator. Honestly, Dark Fate is actually a direct sequel to Judgment Day, and I actually will take a look at it. And Hush, a British horror film with the same name as Hush. The And we got Ricky that also have Rise of Foothold. We got Leo, who actually had to live it, and the dead. Luke, an English actor, and Ray, who actually is in the series Away. Let's begin with the kills! Yes, I'm doing it. Honestly, if we begin with the laboratory, honestly, the Great Britain scientist is actually studying the chimpanzee who actually is contracted the rage virus in Cambridge. But the group of activists actually freaking. But before the movie, 3 people died. Rage virus, minus the 8 people that are affected during the movie. Also, the chimpanzees were affected. And honestly, one of the activists succumbed to the virus, and immediately affect everyone. And hours and days, it spread rapidly and become a pandemic, result in a total societal collapse. 28 days later, day after the initial outbreak, Jim the bike carrier wake up from his coma, who accidentally fell into a coma prior to the outbreak. Awakens in St. Thomas Hospital in London, and which completely is deserved and visible signs of catastrophe. Uh, if I was him, I would go somewhere that is not. He actually wandered the streets of London. I would not go enter a church. I will not go to a church because he actually got chased by the first infected on the kill. Actually, he got infected before the freaking. Actually, they're already infected, so I it already got infected, so before the survivors, Selena and Mark, who take the gym their place in a street side store at Jim's request. The group traveled by foot to his house, in his parents' house in Bradford, where they die by unaliven, leaving him a note. Shortly afterwards, Mark get cut on his arm, which exposed to infected blood, which during an attack prompted Selena to immediately killed before he turned. Yeah, yeah. Kill off screen by their bodies, blow up by Mark and Selena, shredded by Mark, and Mark got dismembered by Selena by a machete. Honestly, now Selena encountered a freight driver named Frank, and they actually did, and the a blood drop fell into his eye by a crow, and Frank is shoot dead because he was infected now. Three zombies blow. Two zombies thrown down the stairs by Frank. 67 unnamed people either dead by the raised virus or killed off by zombies. Crushed in the head by a baseball bat by Jim. A named zombie killed off screen. And Frank got infected by the rage virus. And zombie by Frank got killed by soldiers. And the remainder soldier that fortified under Major Henry West, that the soldiers West revealed that the broadcast was lure survivors into sexual slavery that repopulate the world, as West is convinced the rage virus has overrun the planet and Major West and Farrell taken out by a shot after they refused with Jim out a pile of bodies. Jim, Judd the Cordell, and Phil from the mansion, and he actually part of a Mallor is a infected soldier, actually deaf or infected of Westman. Jim and Selena and Hannah attempt to leave the cabin, who had the reverse, and Mallor pulled the survivors. Hopefully, another 20 days later, Jim is removed from recovered a cabin, and where the infected show lying openly in the road as a fish fighter jet flies overhead. Jim, Selena, and Hannah fully a huge abandon that say hello, and the three survivors jet as they spy. But honestly, the film end that Jim died of gunshots, and the but this was actually very very dark, and they actually made this the original ending. So, how many kills did the rage virus have? Let's find out. Ah, my sorry. I'm I'm actually just doing what Frank did. About 249 people died. I forgot about shot the soldiers, killed zombies, shot in the chest, bashed in the head, mauled by the zombies, tore apart, stabbed, I got out, and all of them got died in salvation off screen with a runtime of 113 minutes. We got kill average every 12.33 minutes. With the great acts of execution, I I'm I'm actually stumped. The great acts of execution will actually get to Private Bedford. We'll go to Frank. Frank got infected with the rage virus, and it actually is actually a good way to. It actually got him shot, but it actually a good way. The uh, the doll, the Whippy Wax of dullness will go to the 70 named people killed by zombies off screen. And for the 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 Rotted Corpse Award, I give it to zombified priest. Honestly, I actually like the zombified priest and a fast movement. And that's it. 28 weeks later, followed by 28 days later. Thank you for watching, and I will actually do 20 weeks later tomorrow. Have a good day, guys. Bye.